What's going on, heroes? Welcome back to another Nostalgix video here on Players Guild. I am your Guildmaster Scott Sedman. Of course, we've covered Nostalgix in the past on this channel. Of course, we have an interview with Zaba. Today, I have some not alarming news. A bit disappointed, I guess, is the word. So, for those who aren't aware, Nostalgix has finished its Kickstarter, super successful, awesome, great job there, team. And then they've come out with an equivalent of Magic's secret layers. They're called secret shards. And again, similar premise. Really nice artwork on cards, but in this nice little premium little product. And unfortunately, not everyone's product is arriving in the best condition. And I really wanted to bring this to everyone's attention, more so because I feel like whilst I appreciate Zaba's response, which is on screen now, and we'll talk about it, I feel like there's some invalidation going on here, and invalidating the concerns and downplaying it. And I think it's just something important as a TCG collector, TCG player to address. And we'll go over it. And I've also got some images to show you of just to highlight the problem. And again, please do not harass Zaba. Do not harass anyone over this. It's a card game at the end of the day, and there is a refund option for those who are unhappy with it. So if you are unhappy, please just send a refund. No need to be sending personal threats to anyone on the Nostalgix team, or anyone who has commented on the problem, because I get it. I can understand if someone's saying something critical about something you love. It sucks, and I'm guilty of it. Sometimes you do just try and defend what you like, but we have to come at this with an open mind, because I don't want to see Secret Shards 2 with the same problem, because it sucks for people who are getting Secret Shards. So, first of all, hello friends. After a cyclical 3 days of conversation and general game chat, we are done taking feedback on Secret Shards in general chat. So, not done taking feedback, period, just in the general chat. They want to keep that general chat, I guess, full of good vibes. I mean, it's their Discord. They're allowed to do what they want. That's fair enough. We have a support channel for such things. Otherwise, options have been given to secure a one-time refund if curvature of the cards affects your collecting, which is something we'll go on to in just a second, is the curvature, which I think is, personally, it's my biggest issue with what I'm seeing, is the curvature, not necessarily the scratches. But again, it's different people, different perspectives. So then we'll talk about, I am personally done replying to these and have the feedback I need to start getting creative on solutions, which again, it shows that he's interested in finding a solution to this, not just ignoring it, whilst it can be dismissive in this next line, which is mainly the phrasing here, which is just referring to these people who are, oh, well, many people are giving support and process for the process in the cards. Yeah, that might be true. A lot of people might be fine. But saying it's a vocal minority when it's very valid criticism, I think is a different, because being a vocal minority, critiquing actual mistakes, is different from being a vocal minority that might just be negative for the sake of being negative, or they have a vested interest, whatever that may be. And so I think downplaying that and saying it's just a vocal minority increases this echo chamber, and it's not healthy to build a community around, is by minimizing criticism as a vocal minority, when in this case I do think it is a valid criticism to have, which is again why I'm making this video, because I think if I'm in this vocal minority, then at least I'm going to be showing the evidence to masses who can understand where I'm coming from, and then maybe it can be an actual minority instead of a vocal man. I don't know. You know what I mean? I feel like the word in there could have been used better. Like, maybe only a few instances of this has happened, which is perfect then if that's the case. But I've seen it enough and widespread in both this Discord, other Discords, and people reaching out to me personally to cover it, that I think I don't. I feel like saying it's a vocal minority really is minimizing what people are trying to say about the product. It's not that they're just trying to poo-poo on Secret Shards. They have got this product because they believe in you, and the quality is not up to scratch. Any further discussion of this level at my level will reduce the time spent on solutions, so I end my input here and ask that you switch out gears in the future. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Like, I mean, he's now locked his DMs. I don't think I'm actually able to DM him at the moment. I'm not too fussed. Like, that's his prerogative. That's his choice. That's not something to hate on. We all know how it can be in the internet land sometimes when there's a fire rising. It's fine. I'm not bashing the guy for that. If he wants to spend time focusing on the solutions to the problem, who am I to doubt that? But again, guys, do not go just go after him and be like, boom, 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 this is terrible, blah, blah, blah. There is a refund in place. If you're unhappy, you can get a refund. But this video, again, is there to provide feedback so this doesn't happen in the future. Now, one thing I do need to address, and it's addressed here, is that the people who are printing Secret Shards are not the people printing our Day Zero and First Edition, which is great news because that would be, like, when I first saw the scratches and the bends, I was like, please don't be the same printer as our Kickstarter stuff. Like, that is the one thing that, like, was panicking, and then that was quickly addressed and been like, nope, it's a different printing partner. Which then adds some questionability about playability in cardstock, but that's for another topic, another time. So, I think if they're going to remain with this printer, we do have to address the issues. So, let's talk about the thing that presses me most at the moment, which is the bending. These cards are $50, right? You're paying $50, and they're arriving like this. They're arriving like this. They're arriving like this. And I can understand cards bending, but if you're opening this card and it's bent like that, that is not oh well, it happens, humidity issues. It's like, this should be something we need to look into and fix ASAP. This isn't okay, in my opinion. Yes, cards bend. All cards with hollows have bent. I have various different cards with varying different card stocks. Their hollows have bent. I mean, old Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, if you try and open packs, they're basically Pringles like this. But those packs are 20 years old. Not just off the presses and then sent to you. Another thing is the issue in this is how they're shipped. They're not sleeved. Now, penny sleeves might take a bit of extra time to ship it out. But it's a nice thing. Or you can seal them in a pack or something. That can happen. That's the expense to do that is minimal compared to protecting cards, especially in a Secret Shard product, which is a more collectible product, which is where you are going to get these people who want their cards to look nice. Perfect? No. Printing mistakes happen. Things do happen. It's a TCG. Not every card is going to be printed exactly the same 100, 500 times over. That's just not happening. But if I was to pay $50 for a product that I know is based around the artwork and is this nice Secret Shard collectible, and it arrives in an envelope with a tamper-proof seal, which is nice. I'll give the credit there. The tamper-proof seal, always nice, especially in today's market. But they're not sleeved, and there's room for them to move around, and they're coming out bent. Yeah, I think that is a very fair criticism to have. I don't think you can dismiss that as a vocal minority. I think that's a valid criticism. So yeah, like, there's got to be a way. And saying to the consumer, oh, you can put them in a top loader, it shouldn't be on the consumer to fix a product that is coming out like this. If my product is being received like this, I shouldn't be the one having to fix that mistake by putting it in top loaders or putting cards down. I can completely understand humidity is a factor. I can completely understand cards bend over time. I don't want my cards arriving bent. That's the be-all, end-all of it. And now the secondary issue that most people are having is scratches. Now, this one's hard to tell, but I think it's very endemic of the serious issue on this, right? So, surface looks okay, but then you come down here, and you have this huge scratch on it. And I'm not trying to make out like lightly, like I'm saying it is huge, because this isn't the argument I've seen for this, and I couldn't find a screenshot, so I don't know if it's been deleted or edited. Was that it's on this is how it came from the manufacturer, or whatever. It's like it happens, and it's like it's been really hand waved over. This kind of scratch, that is very, like, if that's manufacturing process, why would you want to be manufacturing with them? Or if it's done via transit when they're packaging, that is a problem with your packaging. Again, both very valid problems to have and concern, especially on these nice premium cards. The card looks beautiful. That's not up for debate. But it's got scratches, surface scratches, and for people who might want to grade them, that's a problem. At least I think so. So please do correct me if I'm not a grader. So, but like, I would imagine if my card is scratched, they're not going to give it a great grade. Now you might be like, oh, Scott, but that's pretty nitpicky. That's fair. But we do have more examples, and this one is way more obvious. Way more obvious there. Look, like, scratch there. All these scratches on the side. Huge scratch there. Like, if this isn't from the manufacturer, then this is a problem with shipping. And then you need to fix that. Like, you can't have cards arriving like this. Like, Secret Shards, your nice premium quality artwork, should not be arriving like that. They shouldn't. Period. End of. Like, if you're happy sending product out like that, then people are right to be criticizing you and your product, because that is not acceptable in my opinion. I know it's it's not fringe cases. We've seen so many different ones of these now. Like, this is not great. This is not a great look. And to be saying that it's a vocal minority when there's proof, it's really hard to justify where Zaba's coming from and saying that this is just part of the manufacturing process. This is just what happens. If you don't like it, you can kind of not buy anymore. And I disagree with that opinion. I disagree with that entirely, because these people support and love your game, or else they wouldn't be buying it. But this kind of damage is unacceptable. On a product, if I spent $50 on some Dragon Ball cards and they came like this, damn right I'd be complaining. I'd be sending it back for a refund. But that the counter argument shouldn't be, well, I've offered a refund, therefore it's done. And he has said he's looking into it. Again, I'm stressing, this needs to be fixed. Not that it's the end of Nostalgix. I'm not saying Doom saying that at all. I support Nostalgix. But this is an issue for collectors, people wanting to get those secret shards. Like, I just don't understand the hand waviness. I think that's what's frustrated me about this whole situation. Rather than hold your hands up and say, yep, there's some issues with these cards, we've got you the refund if you want to have the refund, I'm going to work on it for the future. The initial talk was, well, this is how it comes, this happens, other TCGs do that. The thing about Kickstarter and this new generation of TCGs is, like, it's not like the others. It's meant to learn from their mistakes. It's meant to be better. Do better. Because what's the point in just being the same as everyone else, right? Then people are just going to be wanting to be with the people who are successful for 20 years. And so I guess that's it. That's my little rant on this whole situation. It's more frustration, and I don't want to say it's easy fix, because I don't know the logistics of it. But I know for a fact that putting them in a more safer way to ship isn't that hard. I know that if the printer is the issue, you should be 100% changing printers, because that's not good. If my printer was coming out with that, I would be like, no, that's not quality, and that's not what Nostalgix is about. And again, Zaba, I'm not trying to hate on you. I'm not trying to end Nostalgix. I am just here to try and vocalize this feedback in a way that can't just be hand-waved. Because I feel like that's what's happened here. And there will be staunch defenders of Nostalgix. diehard defenders of Nostalgix that don't see a problem and think everything's perfect. But when you're faced with evidence like this, it's quite clear that there is an issue that at the very least needs to be rectified. And you've said you're going to do it, and I will believe you, and I will respect you. And I just hope Secret Shards 2 doesn't have this issue, because this is your answer to Secret Lair, and I don't already like Secret Lair, so yeah, like, I'm not going to be interested in this as a product. But the people who are into Secret Lairs and Secret Shards in this case, yeah, they're going to be disappointed in this. And if you haven't faced this issue, then perfect. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. I'm not saying that this negativity is anywhere equivalent and invalidates what you've got with your product. If you've received perfect product, awesome. I'm happy for you. I want everyone to have that experience and not be felt like they've been hand-waved. Again, this is all new Kickstarter. I'm just saying, don't just be an acceptable, oh, it's like the others. Be better. Be Nostalgix. And guys, I've been Scott Sedman from Players Guild. I expect some feedback. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this. Again, please do not harass anyone over this. That is not the intent of this video. This video is here to make more people aware of the issue, that because they might not be seeing it. I think that's what's happened here, is they're seeing people come into a chat, say things that are negative about something they love and believe in, and it's all getting misconstrued. Here is some hard evidence for you to see. It's quite clear that there's an issue there. If it's from the manufacturing, you need to change the manufacturer or get something sorted there. If it's from the way it's transit, then you need to change how it's packaged. That's how I see that. Guys, if you have been affected by this, you are offered a refund. It sucks, but you're offered a refund. And so that's it. I want to wrap it up there before it goes on too long. And if Zaba wants to reach out to me and talk to me, he knows where I am. He's more than welcome to do so. And I hope that this has got the intended message across. And we don't use this for any tribalism, because we don't need that. We're card gamers. We're collectors. And together, we're a community. Alright. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.